going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. And so for today's video, it's gonna be a different video. I'm gonna talk about this year and the gaming industry and what has been happening. So we're talking ratings, we're talking player stats, players, we're talking sales, and we're talking live players as well. So forgive me if I'm not looking at the camera while I'm talking. It's probably because I'm looking at these stats, the stuff in front of me. It's all just numbers and words and things, so it's gonna be that, but then also in between, whatever. Let's just get into the video. Hey YouTube, so if you haven't left a like or subscribed to the channel yet, what are you doing? Because you're missing out on a lot of fun, cool videos. So I do recommend you click that like button and subscribe to the channel below if you want to see some crazy cool videos. Okay, so we've got a quick list of the 50 notable 2025 releases based off of Metacritic, SteamDB, and some other major outlets. So we're looking at AAA titles. That's all I'm going to be looking at. Ones that I've played personally, that I've got to experience, that were probably really good from my own perspective, but maybe also from a player rating perspective. So number one is going to be Assassin's Creed Shadows, which was released on March 20th, 2025, and that got a Metacritic rating of 81, or well, it depends, between 81 and 84. So we're looking at the low 80s, which means it was a good launch, right? That's what it means. But I mean, when you look at all the a lot of ratings, most people didn't mess with it, and that's probably just because of the Ubisoft being Ubisoft, and they're not the quality of video game development that is today. Did that even English? Okay, never mind. The next one that I want to talk about is Star Wars Outlaws. Outlaws was a really good game. I did get to play a demo of it, but that was off cam, so I got to experience that. That was really seamless and a new take on Star Wars, which I think was pretty cool. But it did actually do pretty well. It got a Metacritic of 80, which is very good according to Metacritic. Okay, so Borderlands 4. Borderlands, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 came out this year, and yeah, so I know I'm jumping the dates a bit, but this had to be number 3 on the list. So this was released in September on the 23rd, 2025 by Gearbox Software, and the publisher was obviously 2K Games. So if you know Borderlands, you know that it's 2K. 2K Games always come in. They've always got that crazy approach when it comes to a Borderlands game. So I'm not trying to be game ranks. I myself didn't get to experience it, but I did watch gameplay, and it did give me that sense of oh wow, going back to Borderlands 3, going back to Borderlands 2, going back to the original Borderlands, where you hop in and you can hop in with one of your homies. You do hop in with one of your homies and you guys go shooting explosive barrels in a wasteland that's on some Mad Max energy. Who doesn't like that, So it was a good fresh release for Borderlands, and that did pretty well. So it got a Metacritic of 84, which is a really good rating. And I think to those of you who have never tried Borderlands, hop into that universe, man, and then play the story, and hopefully you get to the 4th game, and get to experience it. But it's also one of those games that you can hop in without knowing what the story is. It still means it's a good game. So yeah, if you are someone who has never tried Borderlands or the entire Borderlands series, go for it. Start from the first game and do the story if you want to get immersed into a good first-person looter shooter story in a world that's very animated. But overall, if you're just someone who likes doing crazy stunts with some crazy vehicles and have some crazy weapons that blow things up for no reason and have explosive crazy, I said that word crazy like 5, whatever, you can just hop into Borderlands 4 right now and you will definitely enjoy yourself. This next one is by far one of the greatest games to come out in 2025, and that's personal opinion. But it's also not personal opinion, because it's Doom. It's just Doom. So Doom: The Dark Ages, that released this year on May 15th, 2025 by ID Software. Who doesn't love hopping into that crazy FPS, brutal, bloody techno medieval setting of the Doom universe? So it's fast-paced, it's acrobatic, and it's Doom. I just have to say that, Yeah, so that was also something that dropped this year, which I was really hyped for. That was probably one of my favorite hypes hyped up games for this year personally. So yeah, I did enjoy that. Okay, so Doom got a really good Metacritic rating. It got an 83. It got an 83 on Metacritic. So you know that people were playing this thing to the T. And if you go and check out YouTubers like Jacksepticeye, or I don't know who else played it. I remember seeing Jacksepticeye playing it, but I'm pretty sure there were a few big YouTubers, you know, that hopped into the game and live streamed or whatever. It was a really good experience. It was a crazy experience. I mean, the one thing I also found myself gravitating towards on YouTube specifically was like all the Doom the Dark Age speedruns, which was insane. So yeah, go check that out too. That one that's a must play for 2025. That's a must play. If you have not played Doom the Dark Ages, you're missing out on a lot. I'm sorry for pausing the video, but I just had to like say it twice. If you haven't played Doom the Dark Ages, you have no life. Okay, back to the video. How can I forget Death Stranding 2 on the beach? It's one of the biggest games to ever come out, biggest studios to ever release anything, and yet I completely forgot that it existed. Well, I didn't forget. I mean, I myself have been listening to the score of the music, which I think is really well done in terms of sound, score, production. Yeah, so Death Stranding 2 was released on the 26th of June 2025 by obviously Kojima Productions, and the best platform to play it on was most probably the PS5. I myself haven't been able to get my hands on it yet because I'm personally trying to complete the first game that I've been stuck on for a while. It's not an easy play. It's a really huge, big world, great story, brilliant graphics. You won't go wrong. So that's something you should definitely get on your list. And you obviously play as Sam Porter Bridges, explore and you survive the wastelands with some crazy ghosts. It's not ghosts. I don't know what it is, but it's really good. It's something different, you know. It's a walking simulator with some horror elements to it. So yeah, that's definitely something that you guys should check out. And that got a Metacritic rating of about 89, so high 80s, almost 90. And I don't even doubt that rating because Kojima go all out, and they always have. So yeah, Death Stranding 2 specifically, you should go and check that out. So this next one is not a new game per se, but it was a new story added to a game that was previously released by a really now big studio not so long ago, indie studio, and that is Elden Ring Night Rain, which was released on the 30th of May 2025 by From Software. And obviously, when it comes to Elden Ring and Souls games, that's got a special place in my heart. To all of you gamers out there that know the grind is real when it comes to Souls style games, the edge that you get when you complete or defeat one of the crazy bosses of the game, definitely worthwhile. Your time, energy, and whatever. It's not okay. It does, given the game itself and its original release, the world was already pretty big. So with the Night Train DLC and the previous DLC, it was it's now expanded the world. So definitely go and give that a shot. That's something you can definitely drop at least a couple of years into. I guarantee it. Maybe not years, but a lot of time. So this next one is quite a subjective one, just because the series itself, or the franchise itself, is something that I have taken a liking to. This one is Dune Awakening. So this one was released June 10, 2025 by Funcom, and just from gameplay that I watched, I didn't get to play this game, but just from watching it, it seems to go really in depth in the lore of Dune, which is really interesting for those that are fans of the franchise. So you should definitely go and check that one out. I myself want to get my hands on it. It's just with the way things are priced in the video game industry right now, it's a bit pricey for me. So yeah, this time Funcom, which was the publishers or the developers, decided to develop an open world MMO that could fit better experiences for the spice stories of Arrakis. Yeah, so Dune Awakening, also one of your run-of-the-mill third-person shooters, looter shooters, with that edge of having an open world to it, where it kind of gives you, and it's an MMO, so it kind of gives you a lot of freedom to do and explore and go crazy in a get lost in that world. So yeah, and the Metacritic rating of Dune Awakening wasn't that high. It was it was pretty high. It was pretty high. It was high 70s as well. It was a 78. So it's really good. It's obviously not as appealing. I think it was also because once again also because of its release date and time and period. Not as many people are diving into the MMO space today as you'd like to see, because battle royales have kind of taken the meta for video game genre. So it still has a high player count. It's just not everyone is, I would say, aware of it, I guess. So for the final game that I'm going to be reviewing is a bit of a dear one to me personally, because I started playing the first game of this franchise. I started playing the first game of this franchise on my channel. So Ghost of Yotai, which was released October of 2025 by Sucker Punch Production, PlayStation exclusive, so I couldn't get my hands on it. Wait, no, I think so. Yes, it is a PlayStation exclusive. Obviously, for PC gamers, you have to wait a certain time. For us PC gamers, we're gonna have to wait another year. So just watching YouTubers and content creators play the game and do let's plays and reactions. It's been a ride. Also, the story is a completely new story. It's a completely new world. It's a completely new time. Diving into it from someone who's never played Ghost of Tsushima, you're gonna enjoy it. It seems like it's its own experience, and at the same time, it is technically a sequel. Not necessarily in the sense of it follows Jin's story, but does take place in Japan on one of the islands. And it's got the same things, well, not the same things, it's got some other things like poetic visuals, dramatic story, incredible gameplay, crazy samurai sword fights, so I myself want to get my hands on that. I definitely think you guys should get your hands on that. And the Metacritic for Ghost of Yotai was 86. No doubt, I think the right rating. You should definitely go and get your hands on that if you wanna enjoy some crazy sword fights and also get a different experience from Ghost of Tsushima's, because it is quite different. Yeah, so that was my list of AAA releases of 2025 that I think you guys should check out. I know at the beginning of the video I did say we're just gonna be doing all the 2025 videos. If you guys really do want me to do a full list of all the games that came out this year, AAA title, AA title, you name it, be up in the comments. I'm checking those regularly. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. And if you guys enjoyed this type of content and you guys want to see more of this, let me know in the comments. Drop a like. So yeah, and subscribe to the channel for more crazy video updates. See you guys in the next one. Peace.